Hello, everyone. Good morning. How are you all doing? We started today just on time. We will wait for 3 minutes and then we begin the class. Today we have four new attendees, and those are four peacocks which are sitting opposite to this house, like the opposite house, the next house balcony. They have four peacocks today. One is very miniature. I think it's a baby peacock. So yeah, today's class we will focus on the lower body. We'll focus on hamstrings, hips, lower back, and we will strengthen our lower body. I wish I could show you how the peacock looks like while we wait for others to join. Let me try if I can. There is a lot of light, but okay, I think I'm not sure if you folks can see, but yeah, there is yeah, I think now it's visible. Two of them are visible, so yeah, they are maybe they are willing to join the class. For today's breath work, we have Kapalbhati. I think it's been quite some time, like 4 or 5 days, we have not practiced Kapalbhati together. So let's do that. It's winters, so winters are a great time to practice Kapalbhati because it generates heat internally. So you can always have this in your winter morning practice. Today, at the end of the class, we have a little bit of flow practice. So we all shall try that. A little bit of challenge, but I think you will be able to do it. We've tried most of the poses separately in the previous classes that we had, but this will be like a put in a flow so that we can practice it to strengthen our lower body, engaging our mind, engaging our breath with the movements. Okay, let's begin. Coming up onto the mat if you are not already on your mat. Sitting up, nice and tall, spine straight. Lengthen your spine. Maybe roll out your shoulder at the back here. Hands in chin mudra on top of your knees. Let's start with prayer. Close your eyes. We will chant, we will chant Gayatri Mantra or prayer 3 times. You can join me if you like. Close your eyes. Inhale and nice and easy exhale out. After the next inhalation, let's begin Gayatri Mantra chanting. Inhale. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavaturbharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhaling all the beautiful energy that prayer creates. Exhaling all the worries, all the tension out from here. Maybe you can blink open your eyes and inhale, stretch your arms, circle your arms overhead, interlace the fingers and stretch it up. Gaze at the top, gaze towards your arms, lengthening your chest, lengthening your spine here. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale to circle back your arms down to the floor. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, circle up the arms, interlace the fingers, gaze towards the palms, lift up the chest, and stretch your spine down. Inhale again. Exhale, palms to the floor. One last time. Inhale, circle your arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Gaze towards your palms. Create a nice length in your spine, in your back. Inhale again. Exhale. Circle back your palms to the floor here. And let's start with some breath work. Keeping the spine tall, sitting in the same position. I'll give you the counting for first 2 rounds and then I'll do one of the rounds with you. Okay? We shall practice. Actually, I'll give you the count for first round and then I'll practice 2 rounds with you. We practice Kapalbhati for 3-4 times. So I think you'll be able to do it. So you can choose to place the hand, thumb on the table. Maybe if you have anything tight, waistband over here, feel free to pull it down to feel the breath in and out. Then place your thumb onto the navel and hand goes down below that. So somewhere around the lower belly is where you want the hand to be. And when you exhale, you want to take the belly in. When you inhale, you want to bring, automatically the belly goes out. Okay? Exhale, the belly goes in, and when you exhale, you're creating a little bit of force. As let's say you're coughing. How does the belly goes in and automatically comes out? That's the same thing we want without coughing. Okay? So with the nostril, you exhale the air a little bit with pressure, and the belly goes in. And we count 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 का counting जो है वो हल्का सा soft रहेगा. 1 का counting would be slightly sharper. So 1 is when you exhale, 2 के count पे inhale करेंगे, and we want कि हम एक rhythm के साथ ये breath practice करें. तो फर्स्ट राउंड में हम 30 स्ट्रोक्स प्रैक्टिस करेंगे एंड 30 स्ट्रोक्स के बाद हम जो ब्रेथ रिटेंशन वाला पोर्शन है यानी कि ब्रेथ होल्ड वो हम 15 सेकंड्स के लिए करेंगे. लेट्स बिगिन द राउंड्स. राइट हैंड इन chin mudra, right palm on top of the right knee. Left hand, maybe you can choose to place it little bit on the lower belly. Closing your eyes, keeping the spine tall here. Let's take a normal breath in. Exhale. Inhale again. From next exhalations, I want you to begin the round. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, one, 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 two, one, two. Exhale. यहाँ पे shoulders जो है वो ऊपर नहीं आएंगे. Shoulders will be neutral. Shoulders will be relaxed. And now we do breath retention. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling 70% of your lung capacity. तो थोड़ा सा जो lungs है वो खाली रखेंगे हम. Inhale and hold for next 15 seconds. सांस को रोकेंगे. ध्यान को एक जगह केंद्रित करने की कोशिश करेंगे. यानी we will focus at one point here. Closing your eyes. Maybe you can choose to chant mantra. We are here for 7 more seconds. I want you to bring your focus inwards and letting go of the inhale. Exhale all the air out. Inhale and exhale. After the next exhalation, let's begin round 2. I will practice with you. इस राउंड में हम 30 strokes करेंगे and 20 seconds का retention करेंगे. And last round में we will practice 50 strokes together. ठीक है? Let's start the round. You can give yourself counting. आप मन में 1 to 1 count कर सकते हो. Inhale and let's begin. Keeping the spine straight. Exhale after the 30th stroke. Inhale again. And exhale. For the next inhale, we want to inhale only 70% of the lung capacity. 1/3 somewhere. And we do the breath hold. Inhale. And hold the breath. Exhale and release. Let's practice the final round together. इस बार भी हम 20 strokes ज़्यादा करेंगे. Only if your body allows. अगर आपको uneasy feel हो रहा है तो feel free to do normal breathing inhale exhale. Longer exhalation के साथ आप ऐसे ही practice कर सकते हो. If your body allows, let's join for the last round. 50 strokes. Maybe you can choose to place your hands on your belly or you have the hands in chin mudra on top of your knee. Whatever feels comfortable, keeping the spine tall, eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. After the next inhalation, we shall begin the final round. Inhale and we begin. Exhale after your 50th stroke. Emptying the lungs here. Inhale And exhale. Final breath retention. Let's do it for 30 seconds. Only if your body allows, you can feel free to drop out whenever you feel uneasy, चक्कर जैसा आ रहा है या फिर कुछ भी uneasy सा लग रहा है, feel free to exhale all the breath out. Otherwise, keep holding the breath for 30 seconds. Inhale to begin the breath retention, and we begin. Exhale and release. We are done with the breath work. Let's move towards some mobility, some light mobility to start with. Stretch your legs in front here and we do toe stretch. Just the आपकी पैरों की जो उंगलियां हैं सिर्फ वो मूव करेगी. Move it in front and in front and अंदर की तरफ and बाहर की तरफ. Keep breathing normally here. To remind the center of breath here, what you will do is जब उंगलियां अंदर आ रही हैं तब सांस अंदर लोगे और जब बाहर जा रही हैं तब सांस को छोड़ोगे. Just the fingers, the toes, the entire feet stays as it is. Only the toes are moving. For 1, 2, spine is straight here. 3, 4, 5. And we do ankle stretch. जो पूरा पैर है वो आगे पीछे नहीं होगा. Ankle stretch in front, like that. Feet pointing front, knees pointing inwards. Out and in, out and in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circles, right to left. 1, 2. Making sure your knees are not going too much up. Knees are grounded to the ground. Knees are not going up. Knees are grounded to the ground. 3, 4, and 5. Reverse the circle. Left to right. Spine is tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, bend the right feet and place the feet to inner thigh of your left hand. Okay? And we want to straighten the spine here. Really lengthen your spine. Stretch your arms up over the head. And once you have your maximum length, fold forward, kneeling with the chest first. See wherever you can, hold. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here, or maybe you can catch hold at the back of the feet. Wherever your body allows, all of it is like that. And try to lengthen forward with each inhalations and exhalations. With each breath, create nice length into your spine here. Walking the hands forward as far as your body allows. Now, bring the head closer to the eyes. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Now, stretch your arms up overhead and bring them back. We switch the legs. Left feet on the right thigh, right inner thigh. Stretch your arms again up overhead, creating a nice length here and folding forward with chest first and then slowly palms to the ground. With each exhalation, creating more length into your spine here. Knees are mostly to the ground. If you are a beginner, maybe you have a little bit soft bend in the knees. Knees are coming slightly above. But if your body allows, try to press the knees to the ground. Now, catch hold of your shins, ankles, or back of the leg and fold forward. Feel a nice release into your hamstrings. Janu Sirsasana. This is a variation of Paschimottanasana and stretch your arms up overhead and coming to a sitting position here. From here, let's lie down on the back and we want to engage our backs to the floor. So making sure that your back is not arched, but your back is flat on the ground. We will learn that in the posture correction class. We have learned that once in the posture correction class. Just repeating that. So basically, if your back is lifted up, then I want you to push your back, engaging the joints here and really push. It's a pelvic dip that you do to push the back to the floor. So back is really glued to your mat, and then you do heel slide. Your heels are sliding here. Nice. One leg at a time. Palms to the floor by the side of your hips. Toes are up in the air and just the heels are sliding in front. Making sure that your back is not lifting too much. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, let's press into a glute bridge. Pressing into your palms on the ground, lift your hips up into a nice glute bridge. Squeeze your hips, squeeze your glutes at the top, and maybe pushing them even higher. If you're comfortable, maybe you can choose to interlace your arms, interlace your palms, and making a fist underneath your hips, underneath, sliding the hands in front and creating more room to push your hips up further. Hold here for 5, 4, keep pushing the hips up. Glutes are engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you take a fist, open that, palms to the floor, gently bring the hips to the floor. In the same position, we will be marching now. So, press up into a nice glute bridge. Hips are high, glutes are engaged, and lift one feet off, and then lift the other feet off. You see, when I lift the leg, my hip comes slightly down than its maximum range. So try to like remind yourself with each leg up that push the hips up to engage the hips. Strong legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then see, it automatically feels like coming down, but you want to make sure that you push your hips up with each leg raise. Okay? From here, coming back into a nice glute bridge again, and I want you to pulse now. Hips goes slightly down and then you pulse up and up. Same low bridge. Just here pulsing for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hips onto the floor and let's take a nice release. Hug the knees to the chest and rock side to side here, releasing any tension in your back here. Long deep breath in and exhale out. Feet to the floor. Let's do windshield wiper here. Legs 90-degree, knees to the floor. On the right, on the left, one more time, each side, right, and to the left. From here, we shall do cycles. So, you can interlace the palms at the back of your neck and heels are 90-degree to the hips, like so. In a reverse tabletop position almost, and then you stretch one leg out, bring that in, stretch the other leg out, like so, okay? Like an ab workout almost. One, two, make sure your core is really nice and engaged here. Tighten your core. Back is glued to the mat. No arch in the back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Resting here. And then we do leg raise. Stretch your feet out. And maybe you can choose, if you have a little bit of back pain, you can choose to slide your palms underneath, little bit lower than your hip, not exactly on the waist, little bit lower than your hip. And then you can do leg raises here. And if you have a strong back and you don't have any pain here in the neck, in the back, then you can choose to stay in the same position like so to engage a little bit of upper ab as well, interlacing the hands behind the neck. Okay, either of the position works fine. We just want to engage the lower abs. So you are here, let's say, or you have taken a variation to support your back with your hands. Let's do leg raises. Inhale, bring the leg up. Exhale, legs go down with control. Inhale, bring the legs up. Exhale, bring the legs down. So here, I want you to make sure that you don't have too much bend in the knees. I want you to have nice, strong, straight legs here. 3, 4, 5. Now, from the 6th round till 10th, I want you to keep hovering your heels off the ground like so. I don't want you to bring them down in any of the rounds now. Try to hover your legs. If you're tired, you can choose to do that. But otherwise, I want you to keep going and just hover the legs. Okay? 6. Heels are not touching the ground. 7. 8. 9. Nice strong legs, nice strong core. 10, maybe 2 more rounds. Let's do it together. 11 and 12. Very nice. Now, you can see the core was engaged here. If you felt a little bit burn here, then your core was engaged. Now, let's press into a side plank. Lifting up your hips here. Press into a side plank for 30 seconds. If this is tough, then you can choose to place your knees, one knee on the ground. Or if you're comfortable, lift up your knees into a nice side plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, coming on the knees and right palm on the floor. I want you to do leg raise on the side. So maybe you can have the right leg toes are tucked in so that you get a better support here. See, if this is out, it will get slightly more challenging. But if this is tucked in, you will feel a nice support with that leg. So now raise your left leg off the ground. Engaging the core. You're not moving like this, okay? You're strong and stable here in the posture. It's almost like a Pilates, mat Pilates move for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, I want you to extend the leg, extend the arm also in front, right? So I have a little bit of issue with the space. My leg goes on the cactus. Staying in the same position. And you extend the leg like so, like this, and crunch in, like this. Knees and elbows are touching here. Left side for 5, 4, gaze in front, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale to release and switch to the opposite side. Let's do side plank on the left side. Lift your hips up. Maybe you can choose to keep the knees to the floor. Whatever variation feels right to you. Practice that. We are holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the floor. And bring the left knee to the ground. Stretch your right feet out and right out. Maybe you are resting on the hip. Let's do leg lifts. Nice posture, not too much forward and back. Posture is nice here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, let's use our right arm and extend it in the air. And then we pull the knee and elbow together like so. Stretch it out. Pull it in. Stretch it out. Pull it in. As you pull it in, I want you to exhale. As you pull it out, stretch it out. I want you to inhale. Exhale in. Inhale out. For 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Taking the child's pose, catching your breath here for a couple of seconds. Maybe choose to exhale through mouth if you gather any tension. While doing crunches. From here, we will practice few different walks, and then we move to the floor part, my favorite part of the class. So, coming up into a nice deep squat, Malasana, opening your legs next to Okay, you are in a nice and strong Malasana, and I want you to walk forward in Malasana. Just a few rounds. Maybe if you have a little bit, you feel not so stable with walking in Malasana, you can choose to place your fingers onto the ground while walking. Absolutely fine. That keep practicing wherever your body allows to do. One more round in front and back. Then we will do something called as hip walk. We have not tried that before in this class, many of the class before. So we shall try that today. Sitting on your sit bones here, legs stretched out in front. I just did a hip walk by the way. So hands are stretched out in front and you walk with your hips. Legs, see, my hip is lifting off. You're also using your heels a little bit, but mostly your hip is what is walking, okay? So hands in front and start walking with your hips in. Hip comes up first and then the heel comes up. Keep walking. Maybe you have more room, you don't have cactus in front. You can feel free to walk further. And then let's go back. Keep walking with your hip. Just exploring how you can move the different body parts. It's almost like a dance. And once you're at the back of the mat, standing up, and you do elephant walks. Hands to the floor and extend the legs. Legs are straight, and this is a really nice release in your hamstring. Maybe if you can, if your fingers can touch the floor, you can choose to touch the floor with your fingers here, and you can walk here. Or if you can't touch the floor, you can hold your knees come in front and back. Knees come in front, the opposite hip goes back, like so, okay? Keep walking. Maybe you have your fingers to the floor. I want the chest to be nice and lifted. I don't want the chest to be rounded. Chest nice and lifted here. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, coming up in Tadasana, maybe I'll adjust the camera a little bit. Yes. We walk in Tadasana here, raising the heels off the floor. You can see like so. Maybe if you feel a little bit, not so stable, then you can use your wall and walk. I think you'll be able to manage, but only if you feel very unstable, you can use the wall and walk. Or if you're stable, you can walk on your heels in front and choose to interlace the arms and stretch out overhead. If you feel nice and stable and not wobbly, then you are welcome to practice full Tadasana walks. Heels are lifted. You are walking only on your toes. One more round in front and back. And and from here, starting again at the back of the mat, let's walk on the heel. We did walk on the toe, now we want to walk on the heels. So maybe you can choose to have your arms on your waist or anywhere wherever your body feels comfortable. And let's walk on our heels here. Again, if you feel unstable, wall is your best. with wall different and choose to take the support. But if you are not walking today, if you feel more stable, see I just walk it because I'm speaking too much. Yeah. So अगर आपको गिरने जैसा लग रहा है, डिसबैलेंस जैसा लग रहा है, तो वॉल को अपना दोस्त बनाए और वॉल पे हाथ रख के प्रैक्टिस कीजिए. Okay? One more round in front, one more round in back. You can choose to walk slowly as well. From here, let's practice the flow. So for the flow, we will be starting in down dog position. So coming up onto your hands and feet, making a nice down dog here. Maybe you can choose to stretch out, pedal out the leg. And first, before we begin the flow, I really enjoy this stretch. Stretch down. And from here, I want you to lift up the right leg off the floor. I don't have space, so let me move in front and then demonstrate. Yes, right leg lifts up, three-leg dog here. Nice and stable three-leg dog. From here, bend the knees. Knees comes closer to the chest. Feet. Place the feet in between your thighs. Maybe if it's here, then walk your leg like so, okay? And from here, pressing up into warrior one. Hips and knee in straight line here. You are a warrior. Strong legs, stable upper body here. The back heel is lifting off slightly. And from here, press the back knee to the floor into a low lunge, toes out. And pressing into a nice Anjaneyasana, maybe bringing the hips even more closer to the ground, creating a nice range into your legs here. From here, open up the arms into a cactus. Chest is out. Arch your back a little here. Gaze is up. Keep breathing here. Pressing into the low lunge again. And from here, maybe palms to the ground and straighten the front leg into the half stretch. See, my hip is at the back. I want to bring my hip straight slightly. So what I did is I slide my front feet and at the front. Yeah, I slide my front feet at the front. Heels are sliding slightly ahead, and maybe you can choose to slide even more. Explore where your body allows. From here, bring the front heel back and palms in between, leg in between the palms, feet in between the palms. And from here, tuck the back toe. We are going into Skandasana. Rotate this leg 90 degrees and rotate the back leg as well 90 degrees. Hip lifts up and you place the foot again closer to the heel, sitting in nice and open Skandasana, making sure your chest is lifted here. Maybe you can choose to take the bear pose. I show you from the front side how it looks when I do on the left side. Hold it here for a couple of breaths, no countings. Now, place the palms onto the floor by the side of your feet. Rotate the feet back and you're pressing up into warrior two. So, like warrior one, you don't have your heels lifted. Heels are turned and you open the arms. Right hand in front, left hand in back. Gaze towards your middle finger. Gaze towards front. And making sure your hip and knee is in one line here. From here, straighten the front knee. The front knee is tight. Now the front knee is straightened and slide the right arm on the front thigh and to the ankles, and the opposite hand, which is the left hand, opens up in triangle. You're not slouching, your chest is nice and lifted. Okay? Hold it here for one more breath. And now bend this leg, coming back into a lunge onto the floor here. And tuck the toes, tuck the back toes. Bring this front feet parallel to the back. Plank pose here. Catch your breath. Nice and strong core. And pressing back into the down dog. Now this was on the right side. We shall repeat the same to the left side, okay? And then we are done with today's class. These words of the toes here. Once you're ready, lift up the left leg. Left knee extends, left feet extends into a strong three-leg dog. Left knee bends, bring it closer to the chest. Left feet grounds in between the palms, and back heel, which is the right heel, is up. And you come to a warrior one here. Knee and hip is in one line here. Strong warrior, strong legs, stable upper body. Now press the right knee onto the ground. Toes stuck out and press into your Anjaneyasana. Low lunge. From here, tap the sound at the back, opening the chest out and wide here. Releasing any tension, arch your back a little, bringing the hip closer to the ground. From here, palms to the floor, fingers to the floor moving, and straighten your front leg, maybe slide it out a little, like so. Wherever your body allows, maybe you can come into a full split. Only if your body allows, okay? And I'm yet to crack my splits. But wherever your body allows, practice that and hold that pose for a couple of breaths. Asanas are supposed to be whole. And then slide the heel in between the palms here. Lift your back heel off the floor and we come to nice and easy Skandasana, rotating the feet to 90 degrees on both the legs and maybe choose a prayer pose, or if you're unstable, choose to place the palms onto the ground here. Wherever your body allows today, all in that. Holding here for a couple of breaths. Maybe you can choose to close your eyes, or maybe keeping them open while it feels nice today. From here, we will go to warrior two, palms to the floor. Press the palms and lifting up inverted to back heel is down now. And you extend the arms out. Knees and hip are in one line. Legs are strong. There's a beautiful sunrise, beautiful sun rays on my face. But I'm a little bit blinded right now. It's really strong. From here, straight in the front knee and slide the left arm onto the left leg, onto the front of left leg, and open up the right arm up overhead, creating a nice length into your side body, Trikonasana, and this is the final pose. Yes, we will be doing some stretch and then final prayer and we finish the class. From here, bending back into your low lunge and use your palms and tuck the back toe, pressing into your plank. Okay, let's hold for a count of 10 here. Little bit of core work for finishers. 10, making sure your hips are not up, hips are in a straight line. 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing back into the child's pose. A well-deserved child's pose. Forehead to the floor. Stretching out the upper body. Let your breath here. Sigh out or in. Nice and long exhalations. From your side body stretch, palms to the right side, and place the left palm on top of right. Feel the nice release into your side body flow. Let your breath, let your heart rate slow down here. Observe any changes in the breath. Observe any changes in the state of mind. Slide the left palm to the left side. Right palm on top of the left. Feel the nice release onto your right side body. Relax your back. From here, puppy pose. So we do this child's pose, right? In the same way, I want you to extend your arms further and the hip is up here. In child's pose, we have our head onto the base, but in the puppy pose, the hip is lifted. Over here, let the chest melt into the ground here. Maybe you can place the chin onto the floor. Feel the nice release in your back here. In your shoulders here. Let the body melt into the mat. Let the tension out. Let the body go. Coming back. And we do butterfly stretch. Soles of the feet joined together. I want you to have a nice straight back in this posture. And then forward. Walk your fingers in front. How much ever far you can go. Maybe you have your elbows to the ground. You are welcome in this posture. Or maybe you choose to walk a little further and you have your hands to the ground. Wherever your body allows, just that position and try to relax your hip joints, your inner thighs, your hip flexors. Give a nice stretch. Hmm. And then walk back 90-90. Legs open wide, knees to the right, to the center, to the left. Reset your back here, right. Maybe close your eyes and practice the movements. See how your body feels internally. Your legs are getting stronger. Your body core is getting stronger. One final stretch, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Stretch your legs in front. We did Janu Sirsasana, that is like a half forward fold, and now we will be doing full forward fold. And both the legs are stretched out in front. Toes are pointing inwards. Stretch your spine up, overhead. Stretch it out, creating a nice length here and back. Slowly fold forward with the chest. Knees are not coming off, knees are placed onto the ground. Wherever you can, lean in front. Maybe you are here. Maybe you can go forward. Wherever your body allows, on the back. And then slowly, with each exhale, lean further. Maybe you can bring your elbows, bend your elbows and create more length here. And then head goes closer to your knees. Forward fold, Paschimottanasana. It is one of the very introspective pose. All your attention is inwards right now. Notice your thought, witness them. See if it is slowed down compared to when you joined. Control your breaths here. So I was saying last week that I really want to share the subtle benefits of asana instead of saying that it is good for thyroid, it is good for diabetes. I want to share the subtle side of the practice from now on. So I'm trying to do that by sharing that this is introspective asana, going easy with that because I don't want you to overwhelm yourself with that subtle side of the benefits. From here, stretch in front, calm it up, and we do the counter pose, reverse plank, lift up the hips, and we are done. Let's do closing prayer, sitting up with spine top. Let's do 3 Om chantings. Sukhasana maybe or Vajrasana, whatever posture feels good to you today. Choose that. And then hands in chin mudra on top of knees, eyes closed. Taking a nice breath in and exhale. Inhale, let's chant Om together for 3 times. Inhale again. Taking your time to absorb all the beautiful vibrations created by chanting. Let's finish the class with final prayer here. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much for joining today's class. I think we finished almost on time. Now we have an hour of class instead of 45 minutes these days. So I'll mention that on the group. But I really appreciate you participating in today's class and showing up for yourself to get stronger legs, stronger body, and maybe stronger mind. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe you can rest in Savashan for next 2-3 minutes and practice some gratitude, practice your maybe to-do list or whatever that feels nice to you, maybe some positive affirmations, whatever that helps you start the day right. Practice that while in your Savashan. Let your mind completely relax. And I'll see you tomorrow in the next class at 7 a.m. Goodbye. Thank you.